Here's the second round, the black and gold with the white tussles of the 22-year-old Andy Morris and the red trunks of the man 4 years his senior, Rocky Dean. He's won 10 of 17, Dean. Morris unbeaten in 10. Big favourite, the Northerner, but the man from Norfolk is often pretty hard to shift if he gets into a fight.
Yeah, Rocky Dean's the type of fighter, doesn't worry too much if he doesn't start well in a fight, doesn't lose confidence, just keeps chiseling away, trying to get himself back into things, but not the best of starts for him in the opening round. He was well outboxed.
Yeah, lost the early rounds to Mickey Coveney when they fought in March, but managed to win the Southern Area title that night. This could be an altogether much harder task.
Morris's jab is very effective, even when it's not really landing, it's breaking the concentration of Dean, not allowing him to set up an attack.
Morris's camp have come down full of confidence. His father's a Central Area inspector, always present at Andy's fights, and they said they're taking the belt back up with them. No questions about it. On the evidence of what we've seen so far, they have every right to be that confident.
And that was a good left hook.
And an uppercut. Here's the volume of punches left to the body from Morris. Really notching up the gears here, impressively.
Not taking too much back in this round. Couple of defensive slips in the opening round, but none so far in the second here.
Targeting the right side of the Dean body with his left hook as well, Morris. Said he's studied tapes of his hero, Ricky Hatton, and he loves to try and plant that punch home.
I think all Dean can do is try to work Andy Morris, make him work hard, even if he's losing the rounds, make him work hard to win them, and hopefully things will slow down a little bit, give him a chance to be a bit more effective.
He's stuck with his career, Rocky Dean, and he's trying to offer some resistance here. But Morris again coming back with harder looking punches at the close of the second. Andy Morris with the slicker, cuter start. But, bit of hope for the Rocky Dean faithful who are alongside us at ringside. Plenty of them have come from Thetford in Norfolk to cheer on their man. Last minute of the third. Started to settle. Can he build on that?
I wonder maybe if Morris has been told to drop the pace a little bit. You don't want to go full pelt with full-blooded shots when they've been blocked or partially blocked. So I wonder maybe they just want pick the target a little bit cleaner, just settle things down.
Wry smile from Andy Morris as he had to take a couple from Dean. He's only got 2 stoppages on his record, but then Morris has only got 3. Neither man a huge puncher, more stinging maybe with their blows.
Well, Morris has dropped the pace slightly, but he's still boxing at his own pace, so Dean not really pressurising. I think he wants to put him under more pressure, try to draw some of the steam out of him.
One fighter who did have Andy Morris in a spot of bother was Daniel Thorpe in an earlier affair. Shook him up, wobbled him, came through that Morris on points and stopped Thorpe in the rematch.
That was a nice shot, right hand straight through Dean's guard.
Oh, nice Doubling up there, quick hands of Andy Morris.
She's warming up towards the last minute of the round. That's what you want to do, start nice and steady. Build some momentum as the round goes along. Always finish the round strongly if possible, especially in a close-ish fight, which may be influence the referee. But this is, again, good controlled boxing from Morris.
Look at Dean trying to drive himself forward. Full credit for commitment. But trying to live with the skills of Morris is a different matter.
Yeah, Morris is putting a lot more thought into what he's doing now. Picking the punches, waiting for the target instead of trying to burst through the defence. So giving Dean even more problems.
He has picked up a little nick just under the left eye on the upper cheek, Andy Morris. Doesn't look anything too damaging.
Round coming up, let's see you go to work, right? We got to walk him down, and as we're walking him down, we've got to be hitting him with the jab. You can do that. Walk down, tight covers, hit him with the jab. When you close him down, you've got to start letting some work go. The right hand works for you, but you've got to throw a jab and follow it straight with the right hand. Lead right hands ain't working at the moment, right?
The tactics are to hit Morris down the stretch.
Put something together.
Yeah, well, that's the part of the fight that would expect Rocky Dean with his strength and conditioning to start maybe finding some success, but up to now Morris has just been too sharp for him.
They work on the minor blemish under the eye of Morris. Here's the 5th round. Remember, the vacant English 9-stone belt on the line. The red colours of Rocky Dean, who's got off to the slower start, maybe behind on the card of experienced referee Richie Davis, but will be trying to come into his own as the fight progresses. This is the first time Morris has made featherweight. He's normally operated at super feather and lightweight, and that could drain him later on, you never know.
Well, no signs of that yet, Adam. He still looks lively. I think he's dropped the pace because he's been advised to do so rather than because he's feeling the pace. He's just putting a bit more thought into what he's doing, and I'm all for that.
Had about 65 amateur bouts, Andy Morris. Lost 8. Decent record. Got him set up for the professional ranks. And what's impressed critics is that they believe he's been getting better with every fight.
Well, Dean keeping this round a little bit closer, getting his punches off a little bit quicker. Maybe Morris is slowing slightly, takes the left hook.
Good defense there from Rocky Dean. And decent action here in the 5th.
I would say this is the best little spell so far for Dean. Signs that he could be forcing himself back into this.
They're trying to urge him on the corner. Jackie Bowers waving him in. But Andy Morris sees the end of the round in sight and starts to up his own work rate. Comes Dean. Good session.
See, I think Morris has been punching at the defence a bit again in this round, whereas before he was finding the target, he was getting to the side, throwing the hooks and the uppercuts. But Dean blocked a lot of the punches coming his way in this round.
There's a right hand from Andy Morris. Best shot of the 5th in what was an entertaining one.
Right, now we trained for this to be our side of the fight, okay? And you can see he went back to there. Right? You've took his best. He's done the best he got, right? Okay? Right.
It's what John Humphrey and Jackie Bowers realised.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's as good as Dean has looked. I gave him a share of that round. But the main thing for him is getting himself into the fight now. He was blocking a lot of the work that Morris was doing. So, as I said earlier, they'll expect the second half of this fight when they can make an impression.
Be the man in front of it. Now we train to do it, now we work to do it.
See the success rate almost double landed to Andy Morris. First half of the fight to the Manchester man. Second half, what's in store? Here's the 6th, scheduled for 10. Good first 4 from Andy Morris, using his technical skills and speed. And Rocky Dean just making more of an argument of it in the last round, round and a half.
See, Morris is starting this round with the left hook, so he's getting behind the defence. I thought in the previous round he was throwing straight punches which were being blocked, so he wants to be throwing the hooks and the body shots.
You've got to hand it to this Rocky Dean. He was stopped in 1 by Chris Jickles, blown away by Michael Hunter, the British Super Bantamweight champion, in 1 as well. And here he is, a Southern Area champion, giving Andy Morris a fight.
I think a little bit of improvement once again in Morris's work.
Dean tries with the right hand over the top, but the slicker look to Andy Morris. Back on his feet, moving well.
Yeah, and the left hook is working a treat. Dean just coming straight forward as he's been doing all through. A lovely uppercut.
A juicy looking shot there from Andy Morris. A step ahead of Rocky Dean for much of this.
See, I think he's tumbled. The straight punches weren't working, so he's come up with something else. Boxing well again.
Dean's fans have gone quiet. Morris's have started chanting easy, easy.
See, I think it's time for a big drive from Rocky Dean, and he hasn't quite managed to summon that. The corner were looking for it, but he hasn't produced it. Still trying as always, but the time had come to try to turn the tide, and he hasn't done that.
We've got high hopes for Andy Morris, who turned pro 2.5 years ago. Want to match him steadily, watch him rise. Look at this now.
The little sag, there wasn't a hard left hook, but a little sag from Dean. I wonder maybe he's just becoming a little bit fed up in there of nothing going his way.
And Morris has drilled himself into fabulous shape ahead of this. Consummate professional. And a big round. 9 minutes left. And at the moment, Andy Morris surely in a very clear lead as he aims for his first title, his first belt, the English Featherweight one. Just a stepping stone towards what he hopes will be bigger and better things. And on your card, Jim, a mile ahead.
Yeah, I've given Dean a share of the fifth there, as you can see, but everything else to Morris. Could maybe have been kinder and give him that round, but I think all square was fair enough. But I don't think it'll make a big difference when this is over.
I mean, 10 out of 10 for effort and desire from Rocky Dean. Just hasn't been able to match Morris in the skills department.
Yeah, he can't match him in any department. The skills, the speed, the speed of thought. They're just the complete idea of the game is just a little bit too straightforward. He's shown what he can do. It hasn't worked, and he's just going to have to carry on doing that. I think his only plan was for Morris, just a stumble, was for Morris to run out of steam, but no signs that's happening.
Fell off balance there, Andy Morris, after landing a good-looking right hand. Left to the ribs from Morris, right round the other side. He'd love the stoppage, I'm sure about that.
Well, if he fancies the stoppage, this is the round to put the pedal down, because any closer to the end of the fight, and we know Rocky Dean will just grit his teeth and hang on in. So at this stage, still a fair way to go, but there are no signs that he could score a stoppage. All Morris needs maybe is just a little bit more power in his shots, but as I say, that'll maybe come with maturity. But he lands cleanly, moves around, all the moves, just a little bit more snap in the shots would be perfect.
For that body shot again from Morris. Hasn't made a massive dent in Rocky Dean. Only 3 stoppages on the Morris record. Having to go the long route once again. Rocky, they shout to whip him up. Game, brave, but just outsped and outboxed Rocky Dean. Nothing wrong with his heart though, nothing at all. First time he's gone beyond 6. Hasn't looked a problem.
I mean, everything going his own way, remember. I mean, there's a massive difference going 10 rounds in a real competitive fight. It's been his own pace here. It's been a beautiful exhibition, very sporting as well.
Excellent advice, experience there from Bob Shannon, who said concentrate. He's seen a lot of good work undone over his years as a trainer. And Andy Morris has got 3 minutes, and on your card only 3 minutes to win that English featherweight title.
Yeah, and no signs of Rocky Dean coming up with something special.
No, he hasn't had a knockout since 2002, Rocky Dean. No signs of him coming up with anything laid on, but you just can't tell in this sport. He will give it everything.
I mean, I wonder if Morris had tried to push Dean back a little bit more during the 10 rounds. Could he have forced a stoppage, just as he's doing now? Because that way he'll get more power into his own punches. But things have been going so well, I think he's quite happy to leave well alone, and he's really put on a beautiful exhibition of boxing.
Manchester boxing going through a bit of a generation shift. Anthony Farnell retiring. Michael Gomez possibly looking towards the end of his career. Ricky Hatton way above. And the young blood coming through like Andy Morris and Stephen Foster Jr. That'll be a terrific fight, say, in 12, 18 months' time.
Yep, things are looking very healthy for the future. Nice little right hand clip as Dean came forward. I mean, you can't blame Morris for not changing what's been going on here. He solved them out immediately and just put on an exhibition.
In and out, box at his own pace, which has been a good quick one from Andy Morris. Shown variety and quality. The knockout punch may be missing from the arsenal.
Yeah, that's the only thing he needs, a little bit more snap in the punch. Don't particularly need a knockout punch, But time will always come in a fight when you have to discourage the other fellow. So you have to have enough to do that.
Dean Powell alongside us just saying he's boxed well, hasn't he, Morris? He has indeed. Hands go up, bit of bravado. 30 seconds to go.
I think that's because Dean was calling him on. I think he's obviously fed up, on the end of these punches all night long, trying to draw him into a little bit of a brawl. At least maybe the satisfaction of landing a couple of decent punches.
Still working as hard as he did at the beginning, Andy Morris. Stuck to the game plan. And at its level, a little boxing clinic from the Manchester 22-year-old who wins the English featherweight title. Respect from Rocky Dean. He knows he was well beaten. And the matchmakers got it right. And the fighter did.
Yep, they certainly did. I mean, we've seen some good little tussles for the English title since it was introduced. And this was an excellent advert for it. But you can see the stats there. No doubts whatsoever. Morris, English featherweight champion.
11 out of 11 for Andy Morris. His biggest win yet. And he'll go on to more, we're sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of championship boxing, referee Richie Davies has scored the contest for Dean. 92 points for Morris, 99 points, your winner. And he is the new featherweight champion of England from Manchester, Andy Morris.
Richie Davies.
Your appreciation, please, for Rocky Dean.
A pro for just over 2 years, Spencer, but there aren't many signs left of his former amateur pedigree now, are there?
No, he's coming along really, really well. I'm really pleased with his progress. I mean, everything he's doing right. He's slipping inside the shots, using his brain well, and beat a decent pro there in Rocky Dean. He really has come on well as well.
It was a decent test for him, given his relative inexperience, wasn't it? And did you think he handled it well?
I thought he handled it really well. I mean, it was only his 11th contest. Rocky Dean is a Southern Area champion, experienced guy, and he went in there and he done the job well. There's still things that he's got to learn.
Like what?
He's got to learn to use his jab a little bit more. He's slipping inside, looking to work the body. Like he could just settle down and just use his jab a little bit more. But everything coming along excellently, and I'm sure going to be a brilliant prospect for the future.